Hello,
So
welcome
we're-
to Games Gone By episode. I don't know what episode it is. This is going to be a new intro for the beginning ones because we never actually made this an intro. If you listen to it, this is just a segment from Blue Rupees. Uh, now he's just gone. I'm Adrian. The one that you see there is Redman. You got David here. No, that's Gore. This is our book club that we do on our podcast, Blue Rupees. We post this about once a month. We're going through our backlog and reposting episodes. It's too late for this right now. We're posting this up as standalone episodes right now, and because we never actually recorded an intro, people are gonna see how happy you are in this intro, and then see you're just like,
that's from Bad Lieutenant. That's the one where he says no panties.
all right. This is our video game book club podcast, though. We're gonna put this at the beginning of the first couple episodes. I don't know how many times you might see it. You might see it 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't know how many times actually. We'll see.
Probably 4.
Or 4 or 5, and you're gonna just see that little giggling Gus over there having a good time.
Pictures.
Yeah, you can follow us at Games Gone By, brp@bluerupees.com. You can email us. And honestly, at this point, if you email us about any sort of impressions you have on any game that we played, we love to read them. Just kind of get impressions from the back catalog. Because we do, especially for different seasons, we will go back and look back at the games that we did play.
Hell yeah.
There. Good way to send it off. We love everyone. Enjoy.
Fuck you. There you go. Jump in.
I'm going
We're
to jump
jumping
right
in.
into this.
Jumping
Welcome
in.
to
Yeah.
Games Gone By. It's been a little bit.
It's been a while.
Hell yeah.
Been a
Is this it?
while. All right. This is our Shadow of the Colossus episode. This was a gore joint. He picked us back a little while
I'm
ago.
new Spike Lee.
Yeah. He made this game. Before we start up, we're streaming these along with Blue Ruby's podcasts on Thursdays, the night before we schedule these out. Actually, no, I think they're on the date, right? Yeah, so this what we say on the date is like the day that we're recording it. So, or no, do I? Am I posting?
He doesn't even know.
No,
Never mind.
I'm guessing not. So the day before. So July 31st was our Shadow Colossus, meaning that when you guys see this on YouTube, that will be the day that I post it up. So July 30th is when we stream it. Thursdays.
Yeah.
I'm streaming Thursdays whenever that episode goes up. If you guys don't watch these live and you guys want to check in, which we will have an email read, brp@bluerupees.com is the email. Which if you want to put some input on the game that we're playing for Games Gone By, or if you want to email a question for Blue Rupees, do that. Next month is David's pick, which was originally not his pick. It was Nocturne, but we bumped that off because of the remake coming out next year. So now it is Def Jam Fight for New York.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, complete mood changer for Gore. Now he's a hell yeah.
I got it.
And then
Better games, yeah.
the last pick we'll have for September 25th is Detroit Become Human, which was the fan voted pick that was nominated by Gore. That'll be the whole month game as opposed to the mid-month game that we've been doing. And that'll be a wrap for Games
That's
Gone
a
By
wrap.
Season 1, which will be the full year. Actually, no, it won't be, because the week afterwards, we're doing a final retrospective kind of on Season 1, going back, looking at all the games we played, like which one did we like the most, which one kind of stood out, which ones did we even forget we recorded, Barkley, and then we'll talk about...
Technically, though, thinking about it, because we started in September last year, right?
I think we
So
did,
if we're doing another September this year, that's more than 1 year.
Yeah, well, I kind of, because we had the bonus episode of being
Two
the
September.
Detroit Become Human is the bonus episode because
Yeah.
it was the bonus month. So
Yeah,
technically
'cause
13 months of games gone by.
So technically, next one's the last one, really, and then Detroit's like a little fun thing.
It's like
Well,
Spider-Man Far From
You know,
Home.
you know how like a show gets canceled before the season's over, and then when they do the DVD, they advertise it like it has a couple bonus episodes, even though they were made for the season, just nobody saw them. That's like this.
I would think it was like Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, that too. I don't even know what you mean, but that's it.
Because it was after Endgame. It was like, all right, it's Endgame's end, right? And then they're like,
it's like Black Widow. It's like Black Widow, except you can watch it now.
sorry, Black Widow.
Yeah, well, that's not my.
So yeah, then we'll have a retrospective episode. We'll make that fun. Maybe like I don't know how long it'll be, but after that, actually, we will be in this episode in a couple minutes. We will be determining what the order number or the order rotation will be for who has what months.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we're doing that now.
We're doing it now.
Hell yeah.
That way we have a
That's
big
what we
heads
got.
up in case.
All right, rock paper scissors.
So
I'll just cheat. I'll go like this, and then you just can't see me.
what do you have?
And
You
I'll
see
somehow
it,
whip
it comes out, yeah, but you can see your hand before it. Fuck. Yeah, gun.
Gun.
Hey, rock,
Gun
scissors,
weapon.
paper.
What's up? Yeah, you ain't big now.
Yeah, so we'll do that so that way we have a rotation going. That way, in case someone wants to start off with a bigger game right away or something like that, we can kind of be ready for it. But I'd warn anyone that either of you guys, I know Gore understands. I'm warning David more that if you want a big game the rest of the year, fuck you because we have a lot of games and
Yeah,
months
no,
coming
I've
up.
already been.
Besides God of War, I don't think I picked too many long games, right? Because like
No,
Last
and
of Us,
that-
like
again-
12 hours.
Again, that will be something we go
This-
over on games
Sure,
gone by the retrospective. I'm gonna have a lot of fun facts and things going forward to see who had the longest play time, all that stuff.
I think I thought we found that out. I thought was it you?
It changes now with Nocturne being out.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yeah,
I think David
it's still, I think it's you though.
I think it might have no. I think I might have had longest.
It would have been David with Nocturne, but
and
now
we're gonna
because
have
Nocturne,
and we're gonna have accurate ratios too because I have the least amount of games gone by episodes because I've never won a fan vote. David has the most games, so we'll see. Hey, I'm trying to pick.
he says that's sad.
No, I
Never won
pick
for it.
games I want. So if it happens, I'm like, cool. If not, then I'm
Well,
like, whatever.
I wanted Brothers. I wanted fucking What Remains of Edith Finch. I want every single one I fucking chose.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck
I'm so
you.
upset because I won.
Yeah. But we have all that stuff going forward. But yeah, let's determine this. So I think we're making the rule now. Are we making it like you have to have different months, or can it be next year that one of you guys can also have October?
Sure.
So
We
like
can do that.
immediately, I mean, like someone could just never have October for the rest of Games Gone By series forever.
Yeah, I think it should be whoever wins this one gets October.
No. So do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
It's like so you had October. If
Yeah.
let's say David gets October,
you-
do I get
if-
October
if-
after that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll say, or we could just fuck with someone if it's like.
And then if we do that, then it should be for the other months too. So November, whoever didn't get November, and then we just continue on from there. Whoever didn't get December. So I think
Yeah,
it's just.
so we're guaranteed at least one rotation.
Because I think it's kind of shitty. Just
I think that's
really-
hilarious.
Maybe
I
we'll
think
never
someone
get
just
it.
never gets October.
Well,
All right,
you know what?
better
How about
luck
this?
next year.
How about this? We find out what David's gonna pick for October, and if we don't like it, then he can't.
Oh,
fucking
that's
have
assuming
it.
he gets October.
Well, if he doesn't pick a really cool, awesome game, then fuck him. Right, right, David.
I got a great game lined up.
Corpse Party. I can't think of any other like horror themed JRPG.
I thought about Corpse Party, but
Yeah.
All
no.
right, so we'll just do it an easy way.
Oh.
So best 2 out of 3 of coin flips. David, you got to call him, and
Alright.
David wins. He gets October. I think we both talked about this. Like we're both not like super like if we get it, it's cool. If not, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like I got
So
I
this
got
is-
a great game lined up for it, but I'm not gonna be upset if I don't get it.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
This-
So heads or tails?
Heads.
There you go.
All
There you
right.
go. Got it.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Oh, I think he knows the algorithm. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
lost that
right.
one.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
God damn it.
Heads 3 times in a row.
All right. I got
Fuck
October.
are you
That
doing?
was like that was like some Two-Face coin shit. Both of them are heads.
All right. So now the order is well, no, because now the order can flip still. So let me see. So that means I start off.
One day you win, David. I swear to you. But wait, should we do a coin flip for who
Yeah,
gets
'cause
November?
now we get
'Cause I want
November.
December.
All right. So how about this? Do you want to
Wait.
give?
Yeah,
Do you want to let David try again and see if he wins this? That way he can tell you if you get November or December.
sure.
All right.
So if he wins, he gets December, right?
Yes. Unless you want November, David. I'm assuming you don't because you're gonna have to pick a small game because consoles come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I want December, or I want to make Halloween in December.
All right, he might win this
All right.
one.
All right. All right. Heads or tails?
Heads. Eat my ass. Heads.
Another heads.
Heads.
Look.
All right. He's in.
All right.
All right.
All
Heads or
right.
tails?
You want this?
Tails.
Tails? You got literally 50-50, bro.
All
Ah,
right.
there you go. You got
All right.
it.
You got it.
Guess I get November.
All right, we're gonna have a second October.
Damn, that was almost close to the biggest fucking that David's ever
That's
had.
fine. The game I had in December was short anyway, so it
All right.
didn't actually matter.
So, as it goes now, season 1 will start with me in October. Gore will have November, and David will have December. And of course, in between there, we'll have maybe smaller games, fan games. Probably not for the rest of the year, just because we do have a lot of stuff that we want to play and get through. But there you go. That's our picks, and then it'll just go in order from there. And then, assuming, I guess, the way we're doing it now, so that means October is guaranteed for David next year.
Hell yeah.
Yep, that's how it works.
Cool. All right. So that's our little bit of there. So in case there's a game that I want to play that is a bit longer, I'll have some time for that. What was the one game you suggested to me though? There was some October game that Gore suggested to me recently that I already forgot. I wasn't gonna pick it, but it was one of the games I had in mind.
First
Oh.
party.
No, I was thinking something recently we saw like a game and that made me think of another game.
Was it not Blair Witch? I think it
No,
was.
no, not Blair Witch. I forgot.
Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3.
No, there was some game recently. Like, I'm talking like maybe like 2 weeks ago that Gore's like, oh, that's that's a good September. A good October game.
Fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember, man. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man.
I think I was saying like there was a game that's not really like a scary game, but it would fit very well with October.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully we remember that again.
Land Before Time.
I kind of have a couple ideas of what I want. Nothing specific, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, without more further ado, let's just jump into Shadow of the Colossus.
Let's just
jump into it.
15 minutes later.
Yeah, Gore, you're the one that picked this,
Yes.
and you're a PlayStation fanboy, so we know the reason you picked this because you want to play all the PlayStation games. So let's talk about it.
Okay. Let's start. Me and you, let's talk about it.
Yeah. But what was actually your reasoning for picking it?
Because I love it. What the fuck?
Next question.
Like, what was your reasoning?
No, but like, was there like something you want to play it again, or it's been a while, or what was this game like? What was this game over other games?
I only played. Well, it's a remake of it. We played the remake, unless we didn't. I don't know. I know
I
you
played the PS3 remake.
Oh, so the remaster you played.
Yeah, whatever.
So you didn't even play the right game.
You didn't play the new one. Well, I said when I picked Shadow of Colossus. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's the same
It's the
exact
same
game.
fucking game.
Yeah, except the controls are different. Which the controls are a little bit better in this new one. They're still
The only thing that mattered was changing jump to X because jump on triangle is fucking stupid.
I think I say Trump for a second. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Trump is fucking
Trump on
stupid
X.
as well. But
Also, those graphics are gorgeous, man.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, hey, I'm surprised by how good the original game still looks, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, I wish I actually had that Halo thing where you just press the button and it goes to old graphics. I mean, it's the exact same looking game. I mean, it's the exact same layout, so they could easily did that. But whatever. I just want that for every remaster though. Yeah, the game is just, I love it when I was a kid, and it really was original for its time. It still is, I think. And a game where it's just bosses. It's a boss run, pretty much game. And I love exploring the world. I remember exploring the world as a kid and just like you'll find random things and it kind of tells you the story a little bit, but not too much. It's really unique, but of course the Colossi, just fighting them is fucking. And at the time it was breathtaking. I was like, whoa, like there. I remember jumping onto the bird one. And not knowing I was supposed to do that. I knew I was supposed to get its attention because that's what you do. And I remember jumping on it going, what the fuck? It's coming at me. And you jump on it. And I'm like, and I'm in the air. I'm like, I don't know. Like, there's moments in that game I still remember. And I was just really excited to get back to it. And I know it was short. So we needed a short game. So, it's a good game too.
Shout out Sam once again.
And it's a remake. Shout outs.
Yeah. And it got that Blue Point love.
Huh?
Got that Blue Point love.
Blue Point love. I mean, they just announced Demon Souls. So
this game is the reason why we're getting Demon Souls.
Yep. I think it was Uncharted, really, the reason why we got Shadow of Colossus. I think. Because Uncharted, they did such a great job with remaking that original game.
I'd be surprised if Sony didn't buy them soon.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't buy them yet. I guess they don't really do the acquisitions besides Insomniac, right?
But that's because
Spider-Man. They got to keep that. I mean,
Kyle says Blue Point, quote unquote, love.
I guess he doesn't like Blue Point. Is that another thing?
I don't know.
I don't understand how, if you love the original game, how you wouldn't like this new game, because it's literally the exact same fucking game. But okay.
All right, and then this is my first time, so I'll go at the end. David, you didn't like this game.
Well, yeah,
It
if
was
you
one
didn't
of
like
those
the
games.
original game, I get that. But
And when she played it,
Yeah, I played the original PS2 version way back when, and I remember going back and revisiting on PS3 and getting to the seventh Colossus and thinking, yeah, this is a fine game. And replaying it now, it's my
Yeah.
big issue with this game is that I think it's a great first experience game. I think it is something that if you haven't played anything similar to it and you go in and this is your first time in something that is very narrative light, something that is about the exploration, this is a fantastic first journey into something like that. For me, playing it for games gone by, I don't care about exploration. I don't fucking care about going around, running around, seeing what the hell's in the world. I get lost as shit and I don't want to deal with it. And then I got to fucking pull up the sword and be like, all right, I'm going that way, I guess.
Choose the map.
And then, yeah, there's a map, but it's useless.
That's not. If it has clouds around the map, that means
I'm assuming the clouds are
that's a
place you haven't
Colossi.
visited, Yeah.
No, it's a place where you haven't found the Colossus yet. So there's clouds. I mean, Colossi. Whatever. Fuck it.
What's frustrating for playing it is playing through it before and then going back and waiting for basically the attack patterns also was kind of frustrating for me. So like talking about the bird one, having to grab its attention. I don't know if I just was doing something wrong, but there was a period where I sat there for like 20 fucking minutes, just fucking hammering away at it with my bow, walking to the different platforms, waiting for the damn thing to actually fucking swoop at me, and it
Really?
never fucking did. And before that, the one that fights with the giant fucking pillar that he's supposed to do the overhead swing, for some reason it took like 10 minutes before he'd actually finally do the overhead swing. He would mostly just do the stab into the ground one. And it's like, I know how to fucking kill you. I need this pattern to happen so I can finally kill you and just move on to the next one. And just didn't fucking happen.
Wait, which pillar one? Because there's a couple of pillar ones.
That's I was thinking of like the third Colossus. Swim up the you can swim in the water and then you climb up to the area.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. They had a statue of him, Gaius. Okay. They had a statue. Remember, Adrian? GameStop was selling that statue for cheap, and I wanted it, and I didn't get it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I looked for that for you too.
Thanks, but I don't have it.
Someone out there has it.
The fuck? Yeah, they have mine. It's mine.
Also, fuck you, Sam. I like puzzle monsters. I'm saying the whole problem is playing it again after all this time and knowing the solution is kind of boring.
I don't think it's boring because there's a giant monster trying to kill you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's like an issue with the game rather than issue.
I think it's an issue with how Team Ico does its AI, because it's sure. AI. Even the Last Guardian, even especially Ico, actually, they love AI that is kind of more realistic to what the thing is actually because these Colossus, a dumb argument, right? These Colossi are animals, pretty much.
Right. And that's what they always said with Last Guardian 2. They built the AI to not always listen to you because an animal's not always going to listen to you.
No, I have a cat now. Little fucker.
Do you?
I swear to God. Yeah, I do.
I know you had a cat.
That's
now.
a great man.
I just got him like a week ago. So
why don't you show him off what things you got?
I know, because I'm not proud of it. I haven't done a new Gore's recent game pickups yet. Gore's recent cat pickups.
Yeah, really. If you showed the cow the first thing, that'd be hilarious. People are like, what?
Right.
I got this.
Well,
got
yeah,
it used.
Obviously used. It's all fucking defective.
The return policy. Yeah, no. So like, I think that argument's kind of wishy-washy because like I get it, but also like it's still a video game, so it needs to like listen to you. But I get that, and I also it's weird because yeah, they don't listen to you sometimes, but also it's very mechanical, you know. It's kind of like it's kind of both at odd ends where it's like, all right, well this is a giant living colossus that is doing its own thing, but also it gets triggered by the one singular thing that you always do at that same spot, and it's like, oh, it's still very gamey in that aspect.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle. You do one thing in a puzzle game, and then you get the animation you want or whatever,
Right.
like in a Portal game. So it's like you go here, like you step on the thing that he has to step on, so it lifts up.
Well, because like that's the thing is like going back and playing like say Portal. I find it absolutely boring to go back through Portal now because it's just I
Portal
know
1.
the answers to everything.
I agree. Portal 1, Portal 2 is always fun because you have all that great story.
And I can't imagine I know any of those puzzles anymore. I have to do them all over.
Oh yeah. Portal 2. If I go back, I'll be like,
it's a whole new game. It's a whole.
and I don't think I. It's a new game. Aladdin. Go check it out. The new one. Fuck the original. I'm just kidding. But what was I saying? I just threw myself off with the Aladdin thing.
You something original.
Oh, I always do. Fuck. Oh no. Portal 2. Portal 2. I would love to play again, especially since I don't think I finished the co-op stuff.
I thought that game used to
I
be
think me
worth
and Sam
something.
played it actually. I could be wrong. I think me and Sam played it, and I don't think we finished it.
I thought isn't that I thought that game was worth something. I actually picked that up in one of my lots, and that's probably gonna go in my collection.
Like
It's not really. I could have sworn that was
on PS3. I think it's worth a little bit, but
probably.
like 15, but not much. It's a great game though. Portal 2. Shout out to Valve. One of their last games.
So this is my first time playing Shadow of the Colossus ever. Never owning a PS2, and it was kind of one of those games I always heard about. Then when I did pick up the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus thing, I went through Eco first, but I didn't actually play through Eco because Eco is very antiquated. Even when you played that remaster, and I wasn't gonna play that. I was gonna play Shadow first because
It makes more
a different
sense to if you follow along with like the story at all too. It makes more sense to play Shadow first.
well, yeah, it is a prequel.
But, yeah, it's a prequel, but it's also one of those things where like what's his name? Fuck, the director.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, yeah. Ted Danson.
Ted Bundy.
Who's the director? Fuck, I forgot his name.
Ueda.
Ueda. Ueda? Yeah,
Ueda.
Ubedu.
Burgundy.
I want to
Jungle
be like you.
Him, Ron Burgundy. Yeah. So,
Let me
well,
see.
he's always said that like it is a prequel, but things that look like might tie into the original might not. It's
Fumito Ueda. Fumito
Yeah,
Ueda.
him. So that guy. Yeah, he's great. He's great. That's not what my original point was, but let's just continue. I was just saying. He said like it could be a prequel. It is a prequel, but like certain things in the game seem like it would be connections to the original Ico. But yeah, he likes just hearing people's thoughts.
Which I'm sure you guys will go through. I'm sure because you guys both played Eco.
I played Eco a long time ago. I want that to get remade now.
I started Eco, but I never finished it.
Well,
I got
played
like
Eco,
Gore, I imagine
like
you know the
around the
connections
same time as Shadow Colossus, I think.
then? Gore,
Eco used to be a rare ass game.
it was.
Huh?
Do you know the connections?
Yeah, some stuff in the at the end. I didn't look up a video, so if you did, then
I want you to hear your end because I didn't want to look. I still want to play Eco.
Some of
someday.
the stuff at the end is connection. I think I could be wrong, but I think like the sword itself is a connection.
Sword and what happens at the very end and
very
state
end.
that they leave off at impacts it.
Yeah.
Ico.
That was one of the more obvious ones.
So we'll talk about that in a second then.
Yeah.
And
There's not really much in the story to be like, what else? Unless you like see stuff in the environment, which there's stuff in the environment you can.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the environment.
And I'm guessing you know those, David, because I'm trying to. I want to hear stuff because I want to. It's same thing.
Yeah,
with,
I looked up a war video a while back.
It's same thing with. Well, I want to know about the game, but I don't want to delve too deeply into it when I like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because what was our last games gone by? I want to forget. Nier. It's like the same thing with Nier. I kind of want to know the vague connections.
Yeah, you want to get the mind of that guy.
Yeah.
Book.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is my first time playing it. Never played the original, which I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh, the original still looks fucking great.
Yeah, it does look really good.
I was expecting like some garbage, but I'm like, no, that looks really good. But man, this game is fucking gorgeous. Like, dude, the Colossus, especially when you get up close to how epic everything is, and climbing up that fur, and it's just like, oh god, like everything you just kind of want, just like you're kind of mesmerized by it.
You know what the one that really blew me away was Gaius. Actually, that was the first one where I'm like, because you're in there like Gaius is the third one. Because the first one obviously is giant. I'm like, yeah, but I played that. I swear I played the demo for the original game so many times that I've beaten that Colossus at least like 30 times. Like that's the demo that I played at least.
That's the one in your background.
And the second one's no, that's Gaius.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The third one that we're talking about.
Yeah, no, the demo. Yeah. The third one is Gaius. That's him. That's the one that because he's bigger than the first guy and he's definitely bigger than the second one. And Gaius is like the one that like he has a lot of like things around. Like you have to really maneuver up them and stuff. And just like that was the first one where I saw. I was like, they fucking they did a really good job. Like this one like really like is the first one that I felt was formidable. And I was like, oh, and then after that, you got the beard guy who I love. And after he's like charging at you and stuff, and then you got the little bull guy, but he's scary as hell, especially if he knocks you down, you're fucked pretty much.
Also, fuck the underwater one.
The Outer Worlds. Fuck the Outer Worlds.
Damn, that's $400 for that statue now.
Yeah.
How much did you see it for?
It was $10. Remember, it was the GameStop thing.
Yeah, I know. I forget how much it was though.
I knew it was in my GameStop because I saw it when it first came out. It was there as a display, and I was like, I sent it in a store pickup, and someone got it before me. Motherfucker! I hope you enjoy it, you dick.
Some kid mommy,
fuck you,
shove it up
whoever
your
you
ass.
are.
Shove that Gaius up your ass. Anyway,
Blow it out.
blow it out your ass. Duke them.
Yeah, no, everything about it was super cool. Like, yeah, it felt antiquated in certain areas where you could tell it was a
Small
2005
world.
game.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and I wasn't necessarily inclined to really explore too much. I kind of went point to point, and I took in what I saw around me, but I wasn't like. Really
Oh yeah,
taking it for
when I
granted.
mean explore, I mean like the game itself is the exploration.
Yeah.
Besides the other gameplay is exploring. You have to get to because that's the whole thing. That's why there's no like waypoint system. It wants you to it gives you the beam, but
General
the beam doesn't always
direction.
help you. Yeah, it gives you the general direction because I mean
It's this
obviously
way,
the
go some
Colossus
way
is
that
in the
way.
mountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to like figure out paths. So there is exploration just through exploring the game.
Right.
Or doing the side stuff. I mean, the side stuff. There's no side stuff. Main missions.
What's the point of the shrines though? Because it said like, oh, here you could heal up, but it's like I never really.
It's a save too. Yeah, but
Oh,
that was in the. I don't think in the original you had a manual save. I could be wrong.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you
so-
could only save after killing a Colossus.
Yeah, so that's why.
And that confused me. I'm like, why do I ever need these?
Yeah, because you could just save in the game whenever you want.
Right. Did you guys die at any point besides like?
I died once and it was fucking bullshit. The game glitched actually. I'll get to it when we. I don't know. Are we gonna go through each Colossus?
No.
We could.
I died once because I started up the game and I was impatient, and instead of walking down the thing, I just jumped over the side. And I was like, "Oh yeah, there's falling death." And then,
you're
that was
talking
my
about
death.
the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, not the bridge, the side. And
Yeah, when you're walking down to go into the temple when you first start
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
The
like, I
spiral
remember. Does this
staircase.
game have fall damage? I'm impatient. Walk off the
Well, yeah,
side,
of course it
land
has
in the
fall
pool.
damage.
It's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, of course that's
Well, that's
fall.
the end of my story.
Literally a game about climbing giant beasts that you asked if it had fucking fall damage. Like, if it didn't, I'd be like, what the fuck? This is easy. I'll just keep. Oh, I fucked up. Who cares? Oh, broke both my legs.
And it's very like.
It is a little crazy. 'Cause
forgiving.
you could fall off like a giant, like the last Colossus I fell off of, and I took maybe 40% of my health off. I'm like, I felt like a good
I
like
was
Eiffel
splat.
Tower size. Like
Yeah.
I would have been liquid on the
I
ground.
love falling off the last one and still grabbing onto a ledge. Like, damn, this guy has some fucking upper body strength.
Yeah, he's like the Nathan Drake before Nathan Drake, man. He just
Yeah.
uses fingertips to hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I had a good time with it. It didn't. I'm guessing this game really resonated more with people who played it in the past. So I disagree with David on that. I think this game should have in theory hit harder if like you remember it from back in the day. It's sort of like how I am with Halo Anniversary, where it's like the Anniversary coat doesn't make it a better game, but it
No.
like amplifies your memories of it, being like, damn, this is how I remembered it back in the day. You know, this is like what it is, and now this is what it exactly is.
Exactly.
So like that. With that said, it wasn't like the killer app for me, but like it's still one of my favorite PS4 games for sure now. With that said, let's just jump into some moments, and I don't know if we need to talk about every Colossus, but if Gore wants to,
I could
mean,
go through them quick,
Sure.
like if you want.
This is your
All right,
game
well,
gone by.
All right. Well, the first one is the normal sized giant guy. He's easy. Yeah, it's the tutorial guy. You go up there,
Hey,
you
that's some
just go
shit.
up.
He's like, I'm ancient. You're
Yeah,
the one we practice on.
I'm a being. You're a little bastard. Let me go stab you in the head. I've done it so many times. I immediately what's his name? Dorman's just like blah, blah, blah. I'm like whatever, fuck. And I just run up to him. I fucking grab up, climb up, done. Like you're done. Get on the ground. Give me the souls or whatever. But then the second one, I haven't played this game in a long time, so it was fun to actually play to the 16 again, because one, I played so many times it's like stuck in my head, and it's also very simple. So get into the second one, which I guess I can give them names. I have them right here. The first one's Valis. The second one's Quadratus, because he has 4 legs, I guess. Quad, sure. But he's like the giant kind of, not turtle, but he's like a doggish thing. He has
Down by the seaside.
Yeah, he's like a horse, maybe, kind of. Yeah, he's the one where you have to shoot the bottom of the feet and drop them down. And then you got Gaius. We talked about him. He's right there.
Is he the popular one, or?
I think. Well, I mean, he has a statue. So.
Who's the one on the cover?
That's the first one. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, which makes sense. You don't want to spoil all the other ones. But yeah, he's great. Gaius, of course, big boy. Then you have Phaedra. I think Phaedra. Maybe this is a bad idea, but
if you don't want to, we don't have to. I think.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Phaedra is.
To the bit.
All right, now Phaedra. Which one is Phaedra? Phaedra. All right, I don't remember Phaedra. This is a bad idea. I don't remember that one. Which one's the fourth
water
one?
I imagine, right?
No, the water one's like 10, I think.
Yeah, the water one's like 10.
Or 8 or 9. All right, Phaedra's cool. I don't remember, but.
If you type in
number
Google
5,
like 4th Colossus, it'll
Oh,
show up.
it's the turtle one that you have to like play peekaboo with.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to go in the tunnels. Yes,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. The
Is
tunnel
that really
guy,
only
and then
the 4th one.
that's the 4th one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just the game is so short that it feels like whatever. And then the 5th one's probably my favorite one, which is Avion. That's the bird that you fight in the swamp. I love that one. I love shooting at it, and then he's just like, what the fuck? And he just swoops at you, and you're like, oh shit, and you have to get ready and jump on him. And that whole ride is great. Barba is the beard guy who chases you down. He has a magnificent beard. 7 is Hydrus, who is I think that's the I'm assuming Hydra. So that's the snake in the water. You have to shoot. Yep. You have to stab the electric points on his back. Kuramori, which one's that? Oh, is that that's the one in the Coliseum, I think.
Right? Yeah, the one they climb up there and
yeah,
fall
that
down.
one's good too. That one's scary, actually. That one's
deadly because he spits gas at you.
He spits gas at you, and he climbs up on the walls, and sometimes you can't see him until he's fucking like, oh shit. And then you got Basaran. Me trying to fucking pronounce.
Yeah, that one's like a turtle-looking guy too.
That's the one you have to use the water to flip him on his back.
Yeah.
And then shoot his little legs or whatever. Dirge is the guy.
The sand one.
The sand one. He's the sand one. He was actually way easier than I remember, because I remember him being like, because he had to fight with aggro the entire fucking time. But I just found him to be easier this time.
That one's terrifying because you look back and you see the eyes right there.
The eyes in the original are fucking nice, and they nailed it here because they're fucking terrifying looking. They just got these blue eyes or whatever. All the eyes are great. Great eyes. Good job, Team Ico and Blue Point. Nailed it. Then you Colossia. That's the is that the water one? No, that's not the water. That's the 12th one. Colossia is the bull one.
Yeah, it's the bull one that you have to make him fall off the.
Yeah, you have to use the fire to make him fall, and then he breaks the armor. Yeah. Pelagia is the one where you have to hit his teeth to knock him into the pillars, or get him near the pillars so you can jump on there. So he'd use his legs to. That one I had some problems with, but we'll get it.
Yeah,
Failing.
That was a more annoying one.
Yeah,
this one was my favorite, honestly.
Phalanx? Oh, yeah, I love that one too. That one, just any flying one, I really like.
But that one gave me the flying sensation. Where the other one, because the first one was kind of frustrating because I didn't understand. I was still new to it, so I didn't really understand what I was doing. This one was the second really flying one. And it was very obvious what to do, which made it more fun, I think.
Yeah, because his flaps open up, and you're like, obviously, there's a thing I have to hit there. The first one was pretty obvious too. You just have to hit his wings, really. I
Right.
mean,
This one
his
had those
wings.
big bulbous things underneath. You shoot him, and then he has his wings come down. But I think that was cool. You had to use like aggro to jump on them, and
Yeah, that was like the only, I think, besides the sand one, I think this is the only one you really need aggro for. Because even like the turtle one, I didn't use aggro for. We have to dodge the attacks. I just dodged them because I felt like it's way more annoying to use aggro for pretty much any of the
that poor
Colossus.
horse, man. That
These two.
horse is just hauling his ass the entire time. Like, I don't know what the fuck I did. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, it's not you, it's your controls, my dude. It's like, but then you have Zenobia. That's
When
the
you have
that's
to
the
use the
lion.
pillars to knock everything down.
Yeah, they call that one the lion, which I guess sure. Yeah, but you have to knock down the pillars. That one's only annoying because I had a huge glitch with it, and that's where I died. We'll get to it. Number 15 is Argus, which is
Easily the
probably
most annoying one for me because it took me so long to figure this one out.
I just remembered. I guess that's why.
This one
I
was
don't
like
remember
45
it being
minutes, I
annoying.
think, for me to finish.
Wow. I don't remember it being annoying for me as a kid, but I don't know. I don't
felt
remember
like
what
I did
happened. So,
everything, and it took me like ages to be like, oh, make him hit exactly this spot to make things fall down, and then you go up to him.
yeah, and then the 16th and final one you have is Malice, which is
Ow.
the big he can't move, but he shoots beams at you and stuff, and has like a badass climb up to him too. So
That took me forever because I kept having to figure that shit out. That was
that
like
one's really annoying only because like you can't really get a good sense of his pattern because there's times where he shoots like two out and then you shoot three out at the end line, like right when you're at the last stretch of getting to him.
I died a lot because I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I just kept running out, and it was like, oh, I killed.
It's covered. Yeah.
And it was like, and then they're like, maybe you can go and hide somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
I look right, I'm like, oh, there's a hole down there.
Maybe you should hide.
Yeah, I
I was
was
like-
doing some like Rise of Rome shit where I was like running, trying to dodge the fucking fireballs.
Right. Right.
But yeah, and then yeah, that one. And if you only have a little bit of time because your energy, so if you can't figure out the pattern, you're gonna fall off and you have to climb re back up, and then that one took a while. But I was the final boss, so like whatever. But David, let's talk about you since you didn't like this game. Let's talk positively first. Which one did you enjoy?
Talk positively.
Yeah. What's your favorite Colossus? None of them. All right, I'll go. I mean, I already said my favorite, but
We both said our favorites.
yeah. But I get to tell you some of my other favorites. Well, he
Sure.
thinks. Unless you're ready, David.
I'm really not ready now.
You're not ready?
I was not.
It's almost like
Ready
we
to
planned this
come with
podcast
this.
for a while, and then David not only didn't pick the right game, but
Are you okay, David? Want me to
Yeah.
come up? Want me to tuck you in?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be over later. But all right. So some of my other favorite ones, I love. Like I said, I love the two flying ones. Those are so much fun. I just love the sense of speed. They nailed that, by the way, in the Blue Point remake. Is that sense of speed when they're flying up in the air, and when they do like, especially the first flying one when he's like doing flips and stuff, and you're like barely hanging on. But when we get to the climb for Malice, I love that. I thought that was really good, and I know some people hate the build up to that, but it's because I remember what you're supposed to do. But I love that. Just like even though you get hit a couple times, it's kind of annoying especially if you get hit and you just fly back right into the hole. That happened to me a couple times. But I think the whole build up is really cool, and it's fucking so epic seeing him there just pointing his hand at you about to blast you. And you're like, what is he doing? And if you just like walk forward, he'll just blast you immediately.
right.
I love that one. But
And hey, dude,
yeah,
seeing that thing for the first time is fucking terrifying. You're like, Jesus Christ.
you're like, what the
you
fuck?
fought these fucking monsters. You look at that thing, just look at you, and you're like, oh, all right.
And you know what? Actually, playing it,
And you play it pissed too, because you're like, I fucking lost aggro.
yeah, you lost aggro at that point. So yeah, you're like, what the fuck, man? I'm
super
pissed.
pissed. I was super pissed at that point because I just let aggro. I'm like, all right, you're being hard on me right now, so I'm just gonna run and do this. So I ran, jumped, and just died. That was my
You
first
died.
death in the game. I ran all the way, jumped, and died. I'm like, oh. And then
Yeah.
I was playing it late, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put that I'm gonna leave that go for a little bit. And I waited the next day and started it up again. All right, and then first thing in the morning, all right, I'm ready to go. Let's finish the game. All right, aggro, let's do this. Aggro die. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck. Let's go, aggro. I love you again.
Yeah.
Oh. well, he didn't die. Spoilers. But he just had a little hurt leg. It's fine.
I would do that, Jordan, but I'm afraid stream I was crashing, so I'm gonna leave it.
What happened?
You want us to put the favorite Titan in the corner?
Oh, that's a good. Maybe you do that in editing if you're.
Yeah, I'll put that in the thing. Oh, we in
Yeah.
post. Add in
But
post.
favorite
Shout outs
Titan.
to my editor. Go ahead and put that in post.
Shout out to future Adrian.
Who's the guy Joe Rogan keeps talking to whenever he wants to have like a clip play on the screen?
I didn't know he did that.
Oh yeah, every time he wants to watch a clip, he's like, "Hey man, can you put that clip up?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." Yeah, he's like, "Yeah." I never watched Joe Rogan, but there's just like a compilation of him doing that, just like, "Hey, can you put a clip of that game?" Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, put a clip of that. I forgot his name.
Jamie,
but-
pull that clip up.
Yeah, Jamie. There you go. Hey, Jamie, pull that clip up. Anyway, Jamie, pull that clip up.
I'll probably put some actual gameplay of this in the corner. But so David, you have any favorites there? Were you contributing to this? Because you also, once again, you didn't play the right
What are you
remastering.
contributing to this?
You also forgot to play the correct remaster.
It's fine.
I didn't feel like buying it again.
It was on PS Plus like 3 months ago.
Yeah, well, I fucking didn't think about it, so.
Well, there you go. This is the world's worst games gone by.
Hell yeah. No,
All right.
Mega Man X Street Fighter 1 is
Yeah,
still
no,
the
I
worst.
think
No,
yeah,
I
that was
actually
still
love
that
that.
was still.
I love that one because you two hated each other throughout. So I was like, all right. Well, it was
Not
actually
as much
more
as the
Adrian
fucking-
hating
Hey,
you and
I'm
you're going,
David. Hey, remember when I said, "Oh, do you guys just play these games right away? You know, if you guys are like me, you guys just knock out the game the first second you guys get it." Hey, David, when did you beat this game?
Yeah, he said this. Never. He didn't. Oh,
I said I beat it back on PS2, and then I played it again to get the 7th Colossi, and then did it again this time around for Games Gone By. And got to the 5th one. I was like, I'm done with this shit.
today's the 9th.
Said 7th.
This man wanted you to play Nocturne, and couldn't even beat fucking Shadow of the Colossus.
Right. Now I definitely don't feel bad that I wasn't gonna play it.
You would have literally solidified it
I
right
would
here
have
now.
bought it.
Gore
more
was-
than what he did.
Gore would have returned at that point if he said, "Yeah, I got through half of your short game."
Yeah, I got through the intro of Nocturne, which is the length of Shadow of the Colossus. So, you know. That's what I would have said. Anyway, all right, fine. He doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't like the game. Is it because you haven't really explained why you don't like it besides that one thing you said that I already forgot? So is it the
hold on,
control?
no. You said the reason you don't like it is because you played it before and the puzzles aren't as fun this time.
Yeah, besides
Yeah,
the
you
boss.
haven't beaten the
What's the
game though. You
control?
said right?
I think
No,
he beat.
Played it on PS2 originally.
Yeah,
and then
okay.
I went to go revisit it on PS3 the first time around. I got to the 7th Colossus and was like, eh. And then when I played it again for Games Gone By, I got to the 5th one. I was like, I just don't care.
Yeah, but why is it just the Blue Point one fucking blows your mind, bro?
How's it going to be any different? It's the same fucking game.
Because it's better looking.
So?
It's better. Yeah, maybe you should shut up. How about that? You ever think of that? You ever
I
think
like
just
how
shutting up?
that argument works against Gore for playing Nocturne.
Yeah, right. That's true. But all right. So, was it the controls at all? Because I have some problems with controls.
It's a little goofy. I didn't mind it as much. I remapped the buttons like I mentioned earlier. You know, for some reason by default, jump is triangle. I don't know why the fuck.
In the original game, it is, which is so. I get it because triangle is kind of close to the because it's R1, I think, to hold, right, for the original game.
Yeah.
It's R1. For us, it's R2 now.
Climb onto things.
Yeah. So having those two right next to each other makes sense. Get a jump and then hold. I guess.
Hey, I get the logic to it, but it never feels natural. Everything is always to jump or whatever that area is.
In this, you can actually switch it back to the old controls. And I know some people, I'm sure, love the original controls because they grew up with it. I played it once and then again halfway through, and I could never get used to the original controls. So I'm glad they changed it. Now, of course, the jump is X and grappling or grabbing is the trigger, which makes more sense for a PS4 controller because you feel like you're actually holding something. I don't remember any other big changes though, honestly. Besides the roll. In the original, you had to crouch and then press another button to roll. Here, you just press the button and you roll.
Jump and jump in the grab at the same time.
Yeah. And this one, you just press circle and
Why?
you just roll. I know, it's
don't know.
weird. Well, I don't know. I was gonna come up with some bullshit, but no, I don't know. Because
I'm
why
assuming
not?
they have that button available.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
I
I don't.
still used any of the buttons on the controller.
The exact buttons that are on the PS4 controller are the same ones that were on PS2 and 3, except for the touchpad, which
no one cares about. Whatever.
yeah, I love the touchpad actually. I was hoping they'd bring it back, but
But no,
it doesn't have a touchpad, right? The PS5 controller.
I don't think. So.
No, the DualSense doesn't look like it's going to have a
Yeah,
touchpad.
it didn't look like it.
Anyway, continue, Dave.
That's
But the main thing for me is Shadow of the Colossus is a game that I can appreciate why people would have an interest in this game, but for me, there's no real substance to it. There's nothing to this game that makes me go, this is something I need to play. The gameplay itself is fine. It's basically a boss rush. But yeah, there's some puzzle elements to it, and for puzzles, some of them are satisfying, some of them are stupid. Again, I hate how going back to it, there is that frustration of like, I know mechanically what's supposed to happen here. Kyle, I want to hear that from you of all people. People, Kyle, I don't want to hear that from you right now.
Substance of Shadow Colossus.
It's the fucking Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, if you mean story wise, then I can maybe see that because it's very like, yeah, exactly. But like, if you're talking about gameplay, I don't know. I will say this: I don't know why the fuck there's an attack button.
It has the gameplay.
Why is there a normal slash attack? Like,
I thought, dude,
I think he uses it to cut things off trees or whatever, but that's about it.
Because I saw that too, and I saw when he puts a stance up when you see the shadow monsters there. I was like, oh, I guess we fight these later on, right? And
I coached it right now. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cause I literally played a little. I played 2 hours of Ico, and then I saw the beginning of this. Never really, aside from like videos of the horse running, or like maybe a small little clip of the Colossus. I've been literally blind about this game.
Yeah.
So I went as like almost like completely blind. I'm like, oh, I guess maybe I fight some shadow things later on. No.
I want to actually go back to what David said about. Wait, it was David, right? That said, you can't. Wait, I didn't say what you said yet. You know.
I know. If you're gonna want to say something about what I say.
Yeah. Well, I think you're the one who said that it like a second playthrough is not as good, right? Or is that Adrian?
No, I never played this, so I couldn't tell you about that.
Well, no, I was just
right.
Fuck it, whatever. But I think it actually works better. Not better. I shouldn't say that because the first time playing it obviously is the best. But I think it works really well as a second playthrough because you already know how it ends. And to be fair, you kind of know where it's going, the ending of this game. It's not like it's the biggest twist because when I played it, I was like, that's an evil voice. It's evil. It's like you're doing evil shit. And all the Colossi are not fucking attacking you. Like, well, not all of them. A lot of them aren't attacking you. They're just running around.
This voice like, you bring a random girl here. Well, go kill these fucking creatures, and you walk up to the first one. It's like, this dude's just big chilling. He's minding his own business. Why don't
anything? Yeah, they don't even attack you until
that's the one thing. That's the one thing I knew about this. I had a big idea for. I remember like the one thing someone mentioned this is that you're kind of like the evil person in this.
You are the shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, and the Colossus are just like they're big and threatening looking, but they don't care. They're just chilling. They're not hurting anyone. And that's the one big idea I had kind of going into it. I thought that was gonna be a bigger twist about this, but it didn't really happen.
No, it was just it's an evil thing. There's a cursed thing, and you unleashed it because they had the Colossi to keep it in, and you killed the Colossi, so it came out, and then the guy threw a sword in the water, and then the guy's like, well, fuck, and then he went back into the thing and turned into a baby. The end.
Which guy was it again?
You mean Dorman?
Oh,
Dorman
who turned to the baby?
Oh, that was Wander. That's his name.
Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't walk into the thing. He tried to get away from it, but.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I didn't. No. Wait. Did I say walk in there?
Yeah. The guy walked back into it.
Oh, he went back into it. I meant to say. Went back to the thing, and that was it.
And the poor horse is gonna have to get put down because that
horse
can't
is
live
fine.
with that.
Nah, he's fine. He's a tough little guy. Don't worry about it. You have to.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he just had a hurt little ankle.
Whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, with that idea, it wasn't necessarily like the most obvious revelation. I thought something would happen like
It would be great if that was the post-credit scene. It's just the.
Yeah, you salute afterwards. Yeah, like,
Yeah, because you salute
Absolutely
horses
accurate,
all the time. Thanks.
no, I figured something like dark was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure like what exactly. And I kind of had the big idea. I'm like, yeah, there's this thing telling you kill these things, and there's no reason why he doesn't tell you. It just says go kill these things, and yeah, none of them is like swinging around killing anything. They're just literally sitting there until
Just
you come
kill.
up to them and start
Yeah.
hitting them for them to like try to swing at you.
And most of them, they don't even. Some of them don't even do anything, even if you come up to them, unless you shoot them. Like the first guy doesn't do anything until you shoot him in his stupid face, and then he's like,
Ow!
all right.
Fuck!
What the fuck? Who's that little shit? And then you kill him in 2 minutes because you played the demo 30 times. So, poor little guy. He was in the demo, so he got really fucked. But yeah, like well, the bull and the lion, but those are animals that make sense that they would charge you immediately because I don't know if they're supposed to be bulls or lions, but that's how they act.
Right.
Like the lion one kind of jumps like a lion.
But you're supposed to kind of feel remorse, like as a player, like doing all this.
Oh, every time they play that music, I felt it. Even as a kid, I remember thinking it was really sad with the music.
Right.
That music, every time they die, the music is fucking phenomenal in this game.
Yes.
All the music's great, and you
The
really
sound
need
design in general is fantastic.
all
'Cause
the
especially one of the most underappreciated things in a lot of games is silence. And there's definitely a lot of great moments to this game where when you're just adventuring and you have nothing but like the sound of the wind and the breeze kind of going on in the
and
background.
it's empty. I don't know. Like I kind of appreciated the.
Yeah.
It was almost a minimalist, but like it
like
was
Death
grand,
Stranding.
but minimalist at the same time, which was interesting.
That's why I like Death Stranding. It's just Death Stranding's a little bit different
I will
because I don't know.
say,
I don't know where a part of the soundtrack will pop
see,
up.
but that was my favorite thing, honestly.
I
Was
love that too, but
that was like I'm excited to go back to that game eventually.
yeah,
But that
me
was
too.
like one of my favorite moments, actually. Like, to say in video games is kind of disingenuous because I haven't finished the game, but like one of my favorite moments, yeah, in general, like even this
when it
generation, I'll
zooms
say,
out and it's
yeah, the very
playing.
first time I did that, when you're just walking and you're like, damn, I have to walk a while. It's gonna be a little bit, and then it just it zooms out, and then the song plays like a perfect amount, not too much, not too little. Because I hate in games when you either walk too fast and you cut off, like you have to stand there for a while and wait for someone to finish talking or finish for a song to play.
Yeah.
It's I don't understand why people don't match the speed of you at least running. They didn't match that. If you could run in there, it matched the speed that it would take you to run there. But like, it's so nice because you're just doing your own thing, and it still ends for you enough time to kind of come back from it and then like still finish your mission. But
I agree.
yeah, minimalism, but still grand.
Also, we do have one fan email in regards to the game. When do we want to go over fan thoughts?
Let's go for it. We're kind of in a spot right now.
All right. So this fan thought actually came from Kyle. I think there's a good reason why.
There you go.
He says another email pops up now.
I love that the last message in the chat is "I hate David" and
from Kyle.
And David's gonna read his email like he just didn't say he hates him. All right, go ahead, read it.
All right. So, Kyle says, I think there's a good reason why Shadow of the Colossus is so fondly considered by a vast majority of gamers, despite being an artsy game with novel gameplay that is not at all typical of action adventure. That fucking punctuation, motherfucker. Put some extra in here. Goddamn.
Hey, be nice in emails.
Hey, he's a film student. He can't afford the punctuations.
Be nice in emails.
Well, Kyle, you can be angry. Well, unless this is a different Kyle.
No, it's our Kyle.
Okay.
Because he said, P.S. I hate David at the
end. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, continue.
Sure, there is that surface level thrill of climbing and conquering a conga line of monstrous beasts that evoke a sense of awe that is yet to be properly replicated in a video game since its release. The David and Goliath similarities in both arts contexts stay true to the satisfying nature of being or rooting for the underdog. There's the entire minimalist aesthetic in general, which we were just talking about. The barren landscapes and tall, spindly alien monuments that conjure up the looks of surrealist paintings, which was Ico's sole strong suit. The music is perhaps the only modern classical score from a video game that is actually memorable for the entire score. I'd say that's kind of fair to say. Final Fantasy, I think, arguably, when they go for that kind of classical style, the entire soundtrack is definitely something memorable.
Is there a game that does
but
it all classical the entire time?
I can't think.
all
I'm sure there's plenty, but
no, I can't think of
So
really any.
he's not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not a music guy, so no. I mean, no. I mean,
Uh,
no.
Yeah, the way you move, Gore, it looks like there's a shadow coming around you. There you go.
Hell yeah, the shadow of the Gorsus. The
Okay.
monster designs are both uniform and unique with a variety of sizes and shapes that makes each encounter stand out on its own. There is a purity, a perfect ebb and flow to the pace of the game that gives a strong impression and has kept it in the video game zeitgeist for a decade and a half. I think that the scene in Reign Over Me was perhaps the most tasteful and thoughtful example of incorporating a video game into another medium, making a strong parallel between the World Trade Center collapsing and the first Colossus crashing down. Maybe it's a subconscious thing. Perhaps that visual similarity made the game feel more resonant than it would have during another time. Finding a relatively wide audience and having enough clout to conjure a beautiful PS4 remake to boot. Wasn't he just bitching about that?
Is this our Kyle? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It sounds too intelligent.
Is this our Kyle Donovan?
Oh, it's Kyle Dronovan, which is the worst
Kyle
name.
Drago.
Drago. Kyle Drago is actually a really good name. So Kyle Drago. Very good. Is that it?
I don't know. I've never heard of this Reign Over Me thing.
Oh, Reign Over Me is that Adam Sandler movie. Yeah, it was there's a scene where he's playing that game and he freaks out when one of the Colossus.
Interesting. I need to watch that then.
Yeah, it's a goodish movie.
Well, I'm just gonna watch a scene. I mean,
Don Cheadle's in it too. No, actually, the movie might be worth watching. You'll probably like it. I think it's a little too manipulative. But it's definitely one of Adam Sandler's best performances.
Jordan says, I hate how serious David's face is throughout this game's gone by, Ebo. What the fuck happened? Did your dog die? What the hell is going on, dude? I'm just tired.
Yeah, did your dog die?
Colossus.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of this Colossi.
Yeah, and then you whip it out, and then she's like, "Oh, baby."
Okay, so I should watch the movie then. Okay.
Yeah, movie's good. Just watch.
Maybe I'll.
Hey, you like Adam Sandler now for some reason?
Yeah.
But, so you never watch any of his garbage, so you think he's a great actor now?
Yeah, I think he's like #1 actor.
Just watch like 25 of his terrible movies that came out in the last 2 years, and then you'll fucking switch your stance.
All right, maybe I'll watch that then.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, go watch Jack and Jill.
Yeah, watch Grown Ups 2. It's a special.
Yeah, watch Grown Ups 2. Great. The symbolism of when Kevin James falls down his ass.
Yeah, it's like a Colossi, right?
Yeah, he's a big fat fuck. So yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I am too. It's fine. You made a career out of being a fat fuck.
So are you.
No. You don't fall down and make money. He
Do
does.
it. Have you done it?
It hurts. He doesn't like comedy.
Have you done it?
I did. He does comedy. They put pillows on the ground. I don't have those. I can't afford pillows.
If he is next Samurai Jack reaction when season 7
I
comes
already
out.
watched all Samurai Jack.
Season 7 comes out, just fall in the middle of it.
God,
Oh, you're gonna make it.
There's no sex.
Imagine just skip 7.
Shadow Claus is actually Grown Ups 3 in disguise. Adam Sandler comedies like a utopian society of white bros just hanging out, having a good time.
Sure. It's actually that is the perfect description of the grown-ups movies.
Wasn't that one the thing where he was like, yeah, I want to hang out with my bros on an island, so I just decided to film a movie over there.
That's why his movies always have giant budgets. They look shitty and cheap, and he always has every single person that's in every fucking one of his shitty movies. So that's why Rob Schneider, David Spade, Chris Rock, all these people are in his fucking movies because they get paid a lot from this huge budget, and in the movie they don't give a fuck. That's why it looks so shitty and cheap and has the worst green screen effects and fucking obvious dummies and stunt doubles whenever they have like a pratfall.
I can only watch movies that are like
Terrible.
Twitch approved. For
Twitch
watch-alongs, like watch-alongs at least.
Oh, okay.
I gotta watch. I can't just put any movie on stream.
Yeah.
I gotta watch.
Well, we could do free. We could do free domain movies. See if there's any terrible ones. Those ones you can do any of those really. Nobody.
And then probably around Halloween, October time, we will do a. I'll boot up. I'm letting my Prime expire for the next couple months just to save a couple bucks. I will boot it back up for October for us to watch Friday 13th during.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Again, that set too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to Shadow of the Colossus, which might be the worst games gone by we've ever done. But
I'm enjoying. I know. I liked some of the talks on this.
I hate it. But
It's been an interesting episode because it kind of goes back to what we say. If we don't
Grown
want
Ups 2,
games
interesting
gone
episode.
by, well, no, I guess it's one of those things that we've talked about this before, where it's like, we don't necessarily want every game's gone by to be like, yeah, unanimously, that was a good game, great, glad we played it.
We haven't really talked about the game that much though. You can't even give us your favorite Colossus. Literally, the only thing about the game is the Colossus, and you can't even name one you liked. That had been one.
Remember the fucking one that you shot the volcano into its face and the fucking turtle thing.
What do you mean, the water volcano? The fuck? I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the ninth one where you have to the turtle one. And he falls on his side and you get up on his
geyser.
It's a geyser.
The volcano.
It's like a big volcano.
Yeah, sure, David.
It's a volcano. Maybe the graphics are so bad in the original that it looks like a volcano.
It actually looked pretty great hooking up with the M Classic. Seeing the side by side was astounding at how much they actually upscaled that.
Kyle says, "You didn't like my essay, Poppy Gore."
What? Oh, the thing you read. I already forgot.
Oh no.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding. No, it was nice. It was well written. If I had to give you a score, I'd give you 38 out of 40. That's another review. Like and subscribe. Get fucked. That's my outro.
Comment, subscribe, give us a copyright strike. It really helps us out.
Yeah, so let's talk about the aggro scene. What did you guys think the first time that happened? That was the one scene I went back and looked at reactions
I was like,
for.
I don't remember exactly what I thought, but I do remember thinking, "Good fucker, that's what happens."
Oh, because he was bad for you guys when you guys first played him.
I wasn't thinking that. I was sad. It was really.
Which I will agree with Gore. Hold on, I'm gonna call the internet out. No one's allowed to say Red Dead 2 has bad horse mechanics when Shadow Colossus, which is universally loved by every single aspect, has really bad horse mechanics.
Yeah, and some people
keep slapping the legs against the fucker to get him to even move.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
And also, I didn't know what the fuck to do right away. I hopped in the goddamn horse, he didn't move. I'm like, all right, obviously I gotta do something. Annoying.
They should have fixed that. They should have made it so that you could move slow with the fucking analog stick, because that was really annoying in the original. And then you pick up speed as you press it more or whatever, and if you hold it. But no, here you literally.
I just hop on him. I'm like, all right, what do I do? And then then if you wanted to like use the beam while you're running it, like do some weird claw grip where you like hold Y and then hold that.
Usually, what I do is immediately before I even get on the horse, I just shine my sword in the air. I'm like, all right, I'm going that way, and I just fucking go. And if I really need to use it again, I get the fuck off of them, and I go. I'm like, all right, I'm going that way, and then I kind of remember where things are from there.
But what would you guys think the first? Because that was the one thing I looked up reactions for immediately. Because I was like, okay, well that one makes sense to look up reactions for.
That one's really because it comes out of nowhere. Really, I mean, I know it's the last Colossus, but like right there, it's just like, all right, there's a save point here. Obviously, it's the last Colossus. Of course, there's gonna be one right there. Of course, we're about to fight him, and then you just like, all right, let's go. You're going up some stairs, and then you're like, all right, this is a little weird. And then you go, and all right. So he kind of inadvertently saves you too, because if you went by yourself, like you said, you die. That's why there's a save point right there too. So you can pray or whatever, or you just use the manual save. But yeah, no, I remember being sad. I don't remember anything else like if I cried like a little pussy or anything. I probably did. I do that for most things. But this time playing it, I knew it was gonna happen. But I was mainly what I was thinking was like, well, they did a good job remastering it. It looks good.
Kyle says Team Eco loves and we mentioned this earlier. Team Eco loves having their secondary characters not obey your commands because the idea is that they quote unquote exist by themselves. You're only meant to influence them rather than directly control them. Yep. Same goes for the girl in Ico and the last Guardian monster.
Definitely her. Like her. That's the one thing I'll say about the girl from Ico. She's still a human though, in some form.
I love that. I love the Mega Divorce kit.
Yeah. And they're just screaming at each other doing that. I want to play Ico again. Actually, I might buy the.
I was thinking about that actually. Wasn't that like a PS Plus game at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
going
sure
play
I
on
have
PS.
it.
I think the combo was
The only problem is Sony's deactivation thing has not worked for like the last month. So I can't deactivate all my consoles, so I can't even make my PS3 primary, so I can't re-download all my PS Plus games. That's been a fun time. I didn't want to play it through ICO. But yeah, so me playing the first time, that fucked me up. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I was like,
You have flashbacks on her game.
yeah.
I'll say
I'm
what.
like, y'all need to stop. But I I was playing that. And my girlfriend literally watched for like. She was like, all right, I was like, I'm gonna finish this game and we'll hang out and do something. She's like, all right. She was watching it, and this has been like her watching this game for like 20 minutes. The horse died. She's like, I don't like this game already. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
The horse died. The horse was big chilling, dude. And then the horse pulled the homie move and bucked you off to save you.
Yeah, and bucked you off. Yeah.
I mean, you motherfucker. And yeah, he was hard to control, but he wasn't that. It was better in this game
No,
than it was in the
he's
last
a
game.
good horse.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
better
good
in this
horse.
game and in the last game. And you can call him
Yeah.
where the fuck you want. You can call him like 50 miles away.
Yeah, dude.
You-
Any other normal horse would see a giant fucking thing stomping around and say, "Fuck this."
I'm out, bro.
Deuces, I'm out. But
And that
stays
horse
by
is
you.
just chilling with you. He's like, hey, you need me to run underneath this fucking Colossus and pick you
Yeah.
up and run your ass
Oh,
away?
you want me to let you jump off my back so you can go on this giant sandworm that's flying in the air? Sure, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to run away from a sandworm? There's a lot of sandworms from the ground, and while you shoot at its eye, and oh, sure, why not, bro? Let's go.
But like it was.
I mean,
it was,
he'll freak out sometimes and run away. Which I had one time where he freaked out for no reason in the forest, and ran away. I was like, because I was off the horse because I like to roam around
trees.
more.
Fuck that.
Yeah, he's like, "Rrr," and he ran away. I was like, what the fuck? What happened?
Dude,
I
the
think
primary.
maybe some of the lizards on the ground. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because there's like
Kyle
lizards.
says the primary PlayStation the console thing has been borked. It was working like last month. Like I went to go deactivate my PS3, but it said deactivate all your consoles. Like I don't want to deactivate them all right now. I don't want to sign back in, so maybe I'll do it next week. And then just never worked since then. It just the server timed out. Will girlfriend be in a live stream? Probably not. We'll see though. I don't know.
Adrian's girlfriend is also my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Um,
And David's girlfriend too.
no, that's imaginary.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
David.
David's mad.
Oh, shit.
David just looked, he's like, no, what I just saw from David's face was like, wait, is she? It's like, hold on.
No, but yeah, I was like, God damn it, that sucks. The fucking horse is the homie the entire time, and did
Yeah.
the biggest homie move ever. I'm like, oh, he just bucked me off to save me.
Yep.
Like, well, what a
He
bro.
saved you. And then Wander's like, girl, fuck it. I got some pussy to save. I'm like, damn, Wander.
And the horse
Oh,
comes
yeah.
back with a broken leg, and it's like,
Yeah.
and that poor
And
horse
then,
is like,
guess what he gets? He gets the girl. Hell yeah.
and that horse
That
gets
girl's
death
cool.
in a little bit if anyone was smart, because that horse isn't supposed to live through that.
Oh, this is a fantasy.
That horse, dude, that horse is chugging, dude. He's like, you can tell he's like barely coming along. He's like having like hobble like so fucking badly.
Just rub some dirt in it. He'll be fine.
Also, that horse helps your ass out because he goes back to the fucking shrine after you get like black-eyed by those things.
Yeah, because he remembers how to get there because he went there so many times, which I thought was great. I just don't understand how the horse washed up. Because you're like on kind of like a mountain anyway, kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it looked like you really felt. He felt very far.
Oh, you know,
So
he should have.
I guess it kind of makes sense because you're kind of going up. Yeah, I
Right.
guess it makes. It probably makes sense. It doesn't
Sure.
matter. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Giant
so
mo-
then the ending happens. I did like how I always thought there was like 8 Colossus, but when after the 8th one, there's 9. I'm like, I never actually looked at the backside. I was like, oh, I'm just assuming 8's the magic number in a lot of these games. 8's always
Dude,
like,
originally he wanted like 40 something Colossus.
yeah, I read more into that. He wanted like 30 or 40. Yeah, no.
30, yeah, something like that.
Um,
And they were like, "Ooh, you can't do that. That's
Yeah.
too much." And I
uh,
think 16 is the perfect number.
because I know it is because with the length too, because it's been like a 4-hour game otherwise.
Because
Um,
at 8, you're like feeling like you're kind of midway. Like you're like, all right, I'm like half done. Even if you didn't know, I feel like you're like, well, I guess not you. You thought you were done. But like, I feel like at that point, you're like a few hours in. You're like, all right. I think I'm getting like a big chunk of this game done. And then,
You
you know,
can
and
always
also, if you could look at the statues.
Yeah,
too.
I didn't really look at the statues. Then you can also pause it and you can see the time,
Yeah, the
speed run
logos
times
too.
it gives you.
Oh yeah, that too. The stats.
There are some good YouTube videos about the missing Colossi. Yeah, so explain to me this thing.
It doesn't exist, sadly. There was a bunch of Colossus. I watched a game trailers video. Shout out to game trailers. They're easy allies now. They used to do like conspiracy video, like fact hunt things
Right.
and stuff like that. And I think that's what it was called, fact hunt. And they did one for Shadow Colossus, the 17th Colossus. There are a lot of secrets in the game, and they
Kyle's
uncovered.
before that video is outdated.
Oh, is it outdated right now?
Yeah, he said so.
How's it outdated if they went into the code and found?
Anyway, continue. Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, in the original game, then they went into the code and found two. Maybe they found more, but what I found in this, they found two unreleased Colossus. I forgot what they were called, but one of them was supposed to be like a worm. I think his name was actually code name was Worm.
Good code name.
Well, they had like code names for all of them. That weren't the names that they are now. And I forgot what the other one was, but yeah, there was two other ones that they just never finished, but they had like little things done for them, and they left it in the code. So they found that, but supposedly there's like still a lot of secrets that are to be uncovered. So I don't know what Kyle's.
Like 4 of them have models.
Okay.
Interesting.
Where are they?
Show me.
Yeah, show me. Well, people modded the game so they can go through the game and then see any models anywhere.
That reminds me of when people dug around Halo 3 and found the Juggernaut flood.
Oh yeah.
That giant fucking flood.
Yeah.
They were found in a demo version of it, Kyle says.
Oh, the demo version. Okay. Well, the video I watched, they went through like some hacked version of the PS2 game. So
explain to me this eco connection. What eco
I don't know. I don't know
there?
much. I didn't even look up any videos.
Maybe David knows then.
And when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't look up anything. There was nothing to look up. But yeah, David.
What is YouTube?
What even? Well, I think at the time YouTube was like a month old.
Welcome to the zoo. My first trip to the zoo.
Yeah. I was watching. Me at the zoo. I was watching.
Hey, go on that website where you see me at the zoo. Go look up Colossi missing.
Shadow of Colossus, and it's just like me at the zoo. I'm like, no. There you go.
Yeah, explain to me his connections that you know of.
Yeah, so the whole baby at the end of Shadow of the Colossus.
That's Master Chief.
Yeah, the Master Chief.
That's Master Chief. This is all leading up to Halo.
You were there from the beginning.
It's actually the pilot.
Foehammer?
Yeah, sure.
Did you see what people call this guy Brohammer?
Brohammer?
Yeah, that's a good name.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
He was born with the horns. It's believed in the lore connection that what ends up happening is that when he grows up, his progeny are the ones that are the horned children later on in Ico. And that's kind of where the evil comes from, is the fact that he had the kind of fucking boss-eyed spirit thing in him. The castle in Ico can be seen in the background of the Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, I didn't know.
There was like one other big major thing like that, but I don't remember
sword
now.
The sword has connection, right?
Yeah. I don't remember what specifically, but
there's a lot of stuff. Like there's items you can find. I think there's like weapons or weapon skins. I think you can actually find the sword from Ico, right? And use that.
That was like one of the big mysteries that was discovered only like a couple of years ago.
Hell yeah!
Because there was like 79 gold coins you got to find for it.
Yeah, which I found.
I found one.
4. I found 4. I wasn't looking for them, to be fair.
I found 1. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a coin.
So maybe that'll be a Games Gone By someday. Who knows?
What, the coins?
Yeah, the coins specifically.
Just the coins. Oh, what'd you think about the 70th? Yeah, it was good. It was shiny.
But
it was under some old pants. Found it. Yeah, no, Eco definitely should be, but that's the thing. I don't want to hook up my PS3. I'll hook up my original Xbox for some Def Jam. You goddamn right, but with PS3, I don't even know where my PS3 is. I'm not even gonna lie.
You probably don't own one. You're like,
what? What the fuck? I think I still have mine somewhere. It's probably like right fucking next to my TV. I just don't see it because I have too much shit in front of it. But yeah, I know where my Xbox is. I got a lot of Xbox games. So PS3, I'm dwindling that collection down because I don't give a shit. But
you have any games
just sad because I play.
have?
Any PS3 games you should have?
Oh, can I deactivate everything right now? I can. Oh yeah, deactivate everything. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
All All right, all devices deactivated. Now I can go.
Oh no,
fix
that was my life support, Adrian.
Gorge is slipping away. I'll go check right now. Maybe you can deactivate it. It worked for me just now.
Cool. Awesome. I'm
Also, Jordan, I just don't smile much. Like that just never my.
right now. Look at him.
Yeah, you know, you looked a lot happier during your
You were smiling earlier today when he was getting.
When he said Watch Dogs.
Oh, Watch Dogs. Because he thought of Watch Dogs. It made him happy because he loves that game.
It's true. I love just watching the gameplay itself.
No, you don't. You love the game.
What do you have more fun with, Watch Dogs or Shadow of Colossus?
Watch Dogs.
What do you have more fun with, Mega Man versus Street Fighter, or the other game you didn't like? Actually, no, you like Mega Man.
Yeah.
Adrian, what did you like better, Mega Man or Barkley? Shut up and jam.
Mega Man.
All right. I liked everything I played, so in some form, I haven't hated anything. The only thing I for sure would have hated was Nocturne, but we're not playing that, so play it next year when they release the version that's not broken and shitty.
And then David can wait till 2022 to
when I get
Nocturne.
halfway through it and then quit.
They were actually talking.
What?
They were talking about how merciful mode's going to work in the next one. And they literally, Howard said, yeah, you could basically just roll your face across the buttons and you'll be able to beat the game, no problem.
That's
Gore's face just lit up.
Oh, now I'm in. That sounds great to me.
Well, stay tuned for 2022 when the earliest that David can make a Game's Gone By on Nocturne now.
I'll probably play it when it comes out, honestly.
Well, you'll be
now,
dead by 2022.
After, I'll be dead. Yeah. I'll make sure of it. But he just made me excited for it, so...
Gore, what was your experience with Nocturne?
I win!
David's over here just getting his ass kicked, and Gore's like, "Oh, fun!
Oh, that's a good time! Oh! You don't want to know what I do with my controllers.
That's what your cousins do your Switch Pro Controller, apparently.
Oh no! Is that what happened? That's why it's all crusty? God damn it. Roll their face around my controller. They better fucking not.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you stick an A button.
You know what?
I
do want to say one thing. I let my cousin, who has a Nintendo Switch, by the way, but he wants to play mine because I have all the Smash DLC characters. And every time I let him play it, I don't know what the fuck. I ask him every time, why do you do this? There's just globs of fingerprints on the screen. I'm like, there's no touch screen. Why are you touching it? Why? It's like, why do you touch it? And he's like, oh no. I'm like, what? You're like 13. Don't act like you're 8. Like, I'm just a little kid. I don't know. No, you're not. You're 13. Yeah,
you're 35.
Yeah, when I was 13, I was out there macking hoes. All right, you're not.
Welcome to Shadow Colossus Games Gone By.
Like, that should literally just be when we start up that segment. Just take that clip and just throw it there.
Put it right in the beginning, so everybody knows what we're talking about. Well, I put the Shadow Colossus guy in the background. This is me and my homie rolling up. Anyway, what was I talking about before that, though? Before the smacking of...
Nocturne, rolling your face across.
Oh yeah, Nocturne. I'm actually excited for it now. I actually am, because I wanted to play it only for the story. That's literally the only thing I want. I didn't want to play the gameplay at all. I didn't want to read it because there's.
If only Persona 5 Royal had that mode.
Yeah, if only Persona 5 was on the Switch.
It's gonna be Persona 5 Vanilla too.
Yeah, just like Ni no Kuni when that came out, it was just.
It has a higher odd of coming to PC than it does on Switch.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know. I'm David.
Casey said, welcome to the Games Gone By, where Adrian talks about the game, David struggles to stay awake, and Gore max on hose.
Yeah, that's what I
do. Anyway.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, yeah, get your fucking fingers off my goddamn screen. What's wrong with you? What are you, mentally irregular? Stop it.
Irregular.
Irregular.
You're intellectual dumbass, and I'm
You're
coming.
intellectual coming, and I'm coming.
Yeah, so no,
but anyway,
at the
Shadow
end,
Colossus, this is the worst discussion. I realize.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's a fun video, but it's the worst discussion I think we've had.
No, our Street Fighter X Mega Man one was the worst.
But there was nothing to discuss. Oh, you'd shoot a Ryu. There's no story. What the fuck? Like,
yeah, exactly. That's why that was the worst.
Yeah, that one was the worst for multiple
I
reasons.
hope you learned your lesson, by the way.
I didn't learn shit.
Yeah, I can tell. You didn't finish this game. You played the wrong version.
The same fucking game either way.
He played Ico and thought it was the same game. What an idiot. Are you dumb? You can't read?
This man goes out and buy it for honor.
Hey, can I just say one thing? You're going to hate my next pick.
Why?
I don't want to say. I don't.
You're also probably not going to like Detroit Become Human, though.
No, I think you'll like that one only because he can.
No, I hated Heavy Rain, so.
Well, you might like that one because I heard that has way more choices to make, and you can kill every single character immediately. So.
Special Flavor says, Shadow of the Colossus
Sorry.
ain't a funny meme game, though. That means it's bad to David.
That's true. Not Barkley or Mega Man. Yeah, he liked What Remains of Edith Finch, even though he bitched and moaned about it before we started playing it. He's like, oh,
It's fucking beautiful.
yeah, see? Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, he didn't hate Shadow of the Colossus, to be fair. He just didn't like anything about it. There's a difference.
Couldn't even name his favorite Colossus.
Yeah,
it's been the whole episode.
Yeah, all right, we're at the end. Can you finally name one Colossus that you liked?
Yeah, the 9th one, the one where you shoot it with the geyser fountains and you fucking
You
knock it.
just said you hated that one.
No,
you
I said
said-
I like that one.
Oh, did you? The
The one I said the underwater one. I can't stand that little electric eel fucker.
Oh, I like that one.
Which one? Which number one is that one?
That's
That's
the
number-
ninth one.
Oh, that's the one
Oh,
you keep stopping on?
The eel. Wait, hold on. All right, hold on.
Eel's number 2, isn't it?
Eel's number. Who keeps? Fuck, I don't know. Eel is number. Show me the fucking number, bro. 7th. It's the 7th.
So that's the one that David's like, all right, fuck this game, I'm done.
Well, he got up to 5 in
this latest playthrough, yeah.
latest playthrough. And 7th was the time he said fuck this game after playing it again. Yeah, a few years ago, I guess. I don't know. I like the eel one. I knew how to defeat him though. It's so obvious too. The only thing that's annoying about the eel one is getting its attention. That element
Sure.
because you have to float in the water and like when he passes you by, you're like, is he gonna notice me now, senpai? And then he fucking floats around. And I'm like, I have to wait for him to turn his ass around, and you fucking swim through it so fucking slow.
I think one of my favorite things about the game though is how the music changes whenever you climb on the Colossus.
Yeah.
That music is so good. The second like you climb on it and it just shifts and it does like the epic music.
Yeah. What's that music by the way? I can't. I remembered. I used to remember the name. I can't remember it. The fucking awesome epic one. I can't even fucking hum it right now. Oh. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that one.
The Jeopardy? Fuck. Alex Trebek shows up. You get the class.
Yeah,
But-
that was 17 Colossus. I didn't think about that.
His weak points under his mustache.
Yeah, you need to climb on the mustache.
Actually, it doesn't have the mustache anymore. I don't think.
No.
In case I don't hate the game, I just don't care. It's
You're
not
literally making it. You're feeding into exactly what he's saying, though.
I don't
Yeah,
hate the game, but I wish it didn't exist.
I didn't even like it enough to fucking finish it. I finished Barkley.
You know what, David? I can go lower than you. Oh shit. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, do the rest of the podcast like that.
All right. So you can see more of the Colossus Man
In the water.
and the Wander Man.
David,
Wander.
set up
Snake
like a
Wander.
human being. I can't hear your audio that well.
He's not talking, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's the only way to get David to do something. Is hey, you actually affect the quality of the podcast. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
I'll
they
do it.
can't hear me and my smarmy bullshit, and then I need to sit up. That's not true. David's not smarmy. He's just a wrong man. Yeah, that guy. I was saying something a little nicer. I just said you're wrong.
So the streak of Gore the Movie God and PS4 exclusives is going to continue.
It will continue in September. I gotta feel it. I feel like we should, because it's gonna take a long time to get every single ending for that game. I feel like we should just play it once. Wait, no. I'm saying we should just play it once and then explain each of our
Detroit.
characters.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm talking about. What do
David's
you think?
like, oh, you only play Shadow Colossus once?
Yeah, you have to beat it 5 times to get the true ending.
So you don't want us to play it more than once, even if we want to.
You can if you want. I don't give a shit.
I'm
But
only gonna play it once.
yeah, I think it'd be more interesting if we go like, what ending you got, and we don't know what the endings are, and he explains one. I'm like, what the fuck? That's messed up. I don't even have that character anymore.
Okay,
Like,
tune in when we do this, where we all have the exact same endings.
yeah, that'd be hilarious too, actually.
Sure.
But, no, we can play it multiple times. If you want to play it multiple times, that's fine.
I'm curious because, like I said,
and there's not much in September too, so
Yeah, I'm trying to warm her up with Walking Dead to get used to how expansive Detroit's gonna be.
Well,
That's
Detroit's way more expensive.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying.
I heard that game you can get everybody killed immediately.
Yeah.
If you want a quick game, 2 hours, fucking do it.
Hell yeah.
But I'm surprised. Sam is Sam still in the chat? I'm surprised he hasn't played it because I know he loves killing the characters immediately in these type of games.
That's the end of my story.
That's the end of my story, and he also loves killing in Heavy Rain all the characters as soon as he can. So,
right.
Heavy Rain might be a game's gone by in the future. I know you hate it.
All these PlayStation games. That's all Gore's gonna do for the rest of games gone by.
Yeah, let me see what else I got in my page.
You got Lair.
Medieval.
Haze. I'm coming at you with the good shit. Haze, Lair, Folklore. I'm sure David will like that.
Ragdoll Kung Fu. And
Gran
actually,
Turismo.
Medieval Moves. That was a PS Move game.
Special Flavor says, I platinum Detroit. Took me a little while to explore all the choices and not to mess up.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty simple one because you just have to get all those.
Everyone subscribed to Gore. I just don't know who Charmex is.
Who?
I'd
Charmex.
say, Case says, I would play the game as many times as you want, but only compare your first playthroughs. Sure, so if that happens, then we could do that.
Yeah, but you're going to get confused, I think. If you're going to play it a lot, then you'll be like, wait, what, did I have in my first playthrough? Or was it my second?
I'll see.
I feel like it would be awesome if, like, you say this scene happened. I'm like, oh shit, that played out completely different. If we played it all at once, then we'll be like, oh yeah,
Okay, so let's do that, and if you like it enough, we'll just play it afterwards. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, you just do whatever you want. But if you only have time to play it once, then that's.
You're
fine.
telling me directly. David's not gonna give a fuck. David's gonna play it one time and never gonna touch it again.
Yeah, well, David, there you go. That's a good excuse for you, David. Just play it once, get all the characters killed immediately. It will be annoying though if he does do that, because then we'll be like, "Oh man, that scene later in the game was great." Yeah, I didn't have that character. David didn't have any characters because he killed them all in 2 hours.
Well, I wouldn't put it past the same man who killed all the peaceful robots in Nier.
That's true. Please don't kill us. We're cute.
Kill you. Okay.
I need to kill them all now.
I'm 2B.
2B stands for death. Like, doesn't make any
To
sense.
be killed.
To be killed.
Exactly.
To be not to be.
Yeah, Casey says, I'm sorry, please stop. Ah, keep going.
Uh,
Hey. You're
We're
dead
sorry.
today.
Wear your head as a helmet.
No, use that as a weapon.
Oh, that's right.
And then you could just buy the, their hearts basically as a little item to keep on you, which is fun.
Yeah, that's
Shut
fun.
up, David.
You can have their hearts as an item on your body, and that's fun.
Yeah.
The cute robots.
And then
we're
use
talking
their heads as a weapon.
I should have had this the entire time, actually. I think this looks nice.
And
Did you
you gonna
see-
lay back and chill?
Yeah, I get laid. You know what's happening. All right, so that's the end of the show. Thank you to.
Well, let me sign it out because you're not gonna sign it out.
Thanks, George Lopez.
Exactly.
No reason. Shout out.
Thanks. Shout outs to George Carlin as well.
Yeah,
May
rest in
rest in
peace,
comedy.
George Carlin.
I recommended the Games Gone By to someone recently too for this because they were like, yeah, we're gonna talk about Shadow of Colossus. So I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, George McFly.
Hey, genuinely though, genuinely, if you made it this far and you don't like this kind of content or something, or this is like absolutely not what you want, let us know. We'll get it. No one tells us no one tells us any feedback. So I'm like, I'm assuming we're doing all right.
You know
so
why?
fuck it. So we'll just keep
You
going.
know why? Because nobody watches. So fuck y'all.
People watch.
Yeah, they like it though.
But I want to make sure if everyone's liking it, then whatever. But if anyone's genuinely like, hey, I want some more actual discussion, then we'll come with it. But
I said it 5 times. We should have had some more discussion, but
I want to too. But David's over here. I'm tired.
Tired. Oh, my brain don't work well when I'm sleepy.
Too much pasta.
Oh,
Dude,
pasta.
didn't care for this game.
Yeah, so I don't like games. I still talk about them. This game sucks. I hate the controls. I hate that dumbass horse. Fuck, Wander's face is dumb. Mono could suck a ball.
You know, I didn't like how big the world was. Should have been more compact.
World is empty. There ain't shit. She flat chested. You can say anything. What the fuck?
Actually, as a quick aside, I will say that was one thing that was kind of neat about the game is the more Colossi you killed, just seeing the deterioration in Wander.
Yeah,
that was kind of neat.
That's cool. Also, seeing the world, the beams, to show you where you killed them because you're an asshole. So
yeah.
I didn't. Okay, so that was the beams was telling you where you killed them.
Yeah, that's where you killed all the.
Oh wait, so what deterioration? Because I didn't even notice it.
You kind of see him like in the beginning he's kind of like spry, not that he's happy or anything, but he's like, and then later on
he's tiring out.
He's just like.
He's tiring out. You kind of like see the outlines of his veins a bit.
Yeah.
I would be too if he spent fucking like one whole day climbing on these 16 assholes and like they're spreading, like throwing you off. And you're like, Jesus Christ!
A long ass day,
right?
It never got dark either.
Day and night cycles would have been kind of dope in this, actually.
Yeah, fighting a Colossus in the dark would have been cool.
Dude,
I'm actually honestly surprised. This game did very well when it came out. I'm surprised we didn't get like some sort of a sequel, even if it wasn't from Team Ico, because it doesn't seem like the perfect type of thing to keep doing. Not that I want them to do that, but like, next game has 16 new Colossus. We came up with new ones and shit. And it has like a weird. It's like in a different place and has a different story or whatever. Not that I want that.
Boss rushes, I think, are just cool. People shit on those. Same thing we talked about with Cuphead on the Ranksters, where people, I don't think so, but people don't like the side-scrolling levels that much.
I liked them from what I played.
And it was because they added those because specifically people complained, oh, it's only boss rush. I think boss rush is kind of cool. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, I like boss rush games. I played one. I think it was literally called like Boss Fight or something. That was like the last boss rush game I played. No, it was called Boss something. It was like some crappy indie game. Not crappy, it was pretty good, but it was like it was a low budget indie game. I thought it was fun.
Titan Souls is also really good.
Titan Souls, is that that's a Dark Souls type?
It's kind of like a 2D isometric RPG kind of style, and you die in one hit.
Oh, so Nocturne.
Yeah.
Every encounter in Nocturne's apparently like a boss rush, so.
Yeah.
I did see.
There's a boss rush that never ends.
I was reading some Reddit thread on the remake of Nocturne, and they talk about the merciful mode, and someone's like, "Yeah, fuck that game. Playing hard mode Nocturne apparently is RNG at the beginning."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that fun?
I love it.
I don't play on hard mode. I play on normal.
Not a true fan. Anyway,
that shout out Colossus again, and shout out Special Flavor GT. He said he enjoys it, so
hell
I appreciate that. So if you genuinely do have any like things about that you want to like, even like not even say that you didn't like this or like you want to add, you want us to do something different with it or add something else to it, we'll do it. We do every one of these things specifically. Like Blue Rupees, we'll plan out ahead of time, but if like games gone by, we just wing it. We're just like, hey, we all played it. All right, let's just go. So if you guys want us to plan out a little more, kind of have a little more structure to it, that's fine. I'm down with that. If you guys are fine with it how it is, cool. We'll keep winging it. With that said, that's the episode for Shadow of the Colossus, and maybe we'll talk more about it in the reflection episode.
And send your hate mail to David at PO Box
BRP
at 721 douchebag lane. So it's there. He'll get it. He checks his PO box all the time.
Hey, I think for me playing this game, technically, it's a remake, but it's still essentially the same kind of game. 15 years later, holds up fine. I had a fantastic time.
It is built like from the ground up, but it seems like it plays pretty much the same.
Controls are just a little more refined, and they're not even like refined to a point where they feel good. Like they still feel a little clunky. We're
talking about like how each character that you have a companion in each of these games kind of acts as like its own thing. There is times I will say where Wander the
Kinda
character
felt
you're
like
playing
that.
as kind of felt like that. I'm like, I want you to go fucking that way, Wander. Yeah, I'm you. You listen to me. This ain't no like fucking like I don't know, like fucking I'm possessing someone's body and like they're fighting me for control. I'm like, no, fucking I'm you. We're the same. Go. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna jump over here. Dead. All right. That never happened. I never died. I'm just using an example. I did die once, but I didn't even talk about that. The pillars, the lion,
Right.
I was shooting it to get its attention so it could hit the pillar, and it all it would do was like stomp its feet like it's about to charge, and for a solid like minute and a half, it was like that the entire time. I was like, cool. So I had to climb fucking down so I can get its attention again, and because I climbed down, he hit me off the pillar, and I'm on the ground, and I
And
get
it
up,
takes
he
you
hits
9
me
minutes to
again.
get up. Yeah.
And then he hits me again right when I get up, and then I died. I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" It's like, anyway, there you go.
He baited you out. He was like, hold on, let me just keep
Yeah,
doing this.
he knew.
This
He
idiot's
knew.
gonna come down here.
Idiot! I wanted to play the game. He wanted to stomp his feet like a little baby.
And then kill
Like,
you.
all right, come down. I was like the mother. I'm like, I'm coming over there.
And then the mother got
and
killed.
then the baby beat the shit out of me. So I don't know what the fuck that was. It's a big baby.
Yeah, no, I think it little parts are antiquated. Some parts like genuinely, I think only the last Colossus really bugged me. Where the point where I had to look it up because I was not triggering it. I was running around the same spot.
I
I'm
looked
like, I
up
don't get it.
one because I couldn't remember. It was the oh shit! It was the what the fuck one was it? I don't remember now. I looked up one. I don't remember which one.
There are 3 things I looked up.
I looked up how to get to one Colossus. Also.
It was that last one. It was the second one because I understand why you couldn't find the blue parts of it. That was because you just didn't have the sword out. You had to have the sword out to even see the blue spots. If you have the bow out, you're just not gonna find it. So I'm like,
I just remember you had
I'm
if
climbing
I
up.
didn't know that, I probably would have been the same way. I'm like, oh fucking get
Yeah,
it.
I'm climbing around the motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's like, no, you keep the sword out and you can do it. And then I also looked at the beginning because I didn't. It's like, all right, now climb up this mountain. I'm like, what the fuck? And the only time is in the tutorial. The only time you ever see vines in the game is where you have to climb up. And it's literally the first part you see, and you'll never see it ever again.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah. At the end, you talking about, right?
Yeah, no. At the beginning when you have it's a tutorial,
Yeah.
and the only time you ever see vines is that part. That's
No, I
shows
mean
you how
at the end you see him again. That's what I meant.
Oh, right.
At the end when you're getting up to what is it, Malus?
Yeah.
Mouse.
But I mean, like, that's like the only times you ever see
I
it.
know. It was like I don't remember any other time besides those 2 times, which is funny because one's in the beginning, one's at the end.
Literal.
There
very
probably
end.
there's probably a couple other times I don't remember.
Right. But I'm pretty sure.
One thing I had a problem with, I could not remember for the life of me how to hold and then jump to a different thing. Like, I don't know why. It's easy. You just fucking hold the jump button, then move the stick, and then you jump. Well, for some reason, I was like, do I hold the stick and then press the X button? And every time I do, I would
like
just jump up.
originally. That's why I think that might be because that's how I had to do it. Is you have to move the stick first, then jump with it.
Right. And in this one, you have to. No, you have to do that.
You lock
I forgot.
yourself, I think.
See, I'm confusing myself right now because it was one of them you had to do, and I would always be like, "Wait, how do you do it again?" Because my brain was like, "Duh," and then I would just jump up. I wouldn't die, but I would jump up and try to reach for something that's not there, and I'm like, "Fuck." And it was really annoying with Malice at the end because I had to jump from hand to hand. I'm like, "What the fuck is the button?" And
I just let go, because you were able to stand right underneath there. If you
No,
let go,
no,
of
I
it,
mean,
Yeah.
no. You're talking about when you had to shoot the arrow into him, and then
No.
your move is. No, okay. You're talking about. Okay.
when he has
I didn't.
went from one hand to the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of his
You
cuff
just let
right
go?
there.
Okay.
You could let go and
Yeah.
just stand there. Because I
Okay.
had the same problem too, where I'm like, and sometimes I would, but he just jump up, like not even like that. I'm like, and it worked a couple times, but didn't. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I just drop, and he was able to stand right there. I'm like, cool, just jump.
Yeah.
So,
Good game. Go play it. It's
we
out
might
now.
revisit this too if we ever go to an ICO Games Gone By, which seems
Yeah.
possible, maybe.
See if we can connect them. We'll figure it out. Nobody else could. We'll do it.
Yeah, we're the new Game Theory.
Yeah. Watch out.
Oh, yeah.
Game theory's gone.
Watch out, Game Theory. We got one guy that doesn't give a fuck about these games. The guy playing for the first time ever, and then Gore.
I don't know if those were correct at all.
No,
I don't know. Whatever.
All right. So next month's episode is Def Jam Fight for New York.
Hell yeah.
That is.
Now that's gonna be a great time. I can't wait. You know what? I think I'm probably gonna record if I can get it all set up. I think I'll record my.
And I'm
my
looking to
playthrough.
stream that if
I was
my,
thinking of doing that as well, streaming it.
if
Oh,
my
yeah.
GameCube is able to put sound out. I'm gonna do Drunk Mario Party, and maybe I'll just segue straight into Drunk Fight for New
Can
York.
I just throw in a recommendation
Do it.
that like we do maybe one stream before that? You know how we do the watch party streams where we just watch shit on
Right.
YouTube sometimes. I think we should watch one Def Jam Fight for New York video where it's just the voice lines of Redman, because I listened to that a few months ago and they're fucking the best.
Maybe why don't we just do that during the episode? Well, I'll wing it so we can watch that during that episode.
All right, I'm actually gonna probably watch them all to see if there's any really good ones, and if there's a lot, maybe we should do a stream because they're the Redman ones. Just listen to
Hey,
them.
if we have a bulky Fight for New York one, I'm sure people will love that.
'Cause I
Actually,
want-
I know
yeah.
people are excited for this Fight for New York one. So
Hell yeah.
hey, maybe we'll make a long stream. We'll make it fancy because we did that for Brothers and What Remains to Be the Finch, where we played the videos during there. So maybe we'll do that too,
Yeah.
and we'll do some watch along.
Which is funny because those two are like classy kind of, and this one's just like, yo, I'm gonna take your tongue and lick my ass with it.
Special
favorite
favor
line
ask: Is the PSP version the same or not?
I
I feel like there was a lot of stuff cut from it.
Yeah, it's like it was kind of like what they did with a lot of games that got ported to PSP. Like they did that with Gun. If anybody played that game,
Yeah.
they did the same thing with Gun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just like a gutted port. It wasn't bad from what I remember though. But it had, I mean, like any PSP game, the fucking load times can blow me. The PSP has the worst load times I think ever of all time. Even worse than the PS1. I think they're so bad. I'd play like SmackDown on there and wait like 2 minutes between.
Yes. Jesus.
Fucking SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 though. Best
Yep.
SmackDown vs. Raw.
So yeah, if the PSP is the only version, go for it because the game's kind of a bit pricey to find. If you're looking
Oh
for
yeah, even on the
cheapest,
PSP, it's worth a lot.
the cheapest version you're looking for is the Xbox version.
Yeah, I think actually the PSP one might be pricier, unless it went down recently. It might have went down recently, but it's called the Takeover. I think. Yeah, it's a $61 game right now.
Jesus.
I think that's around the same price to.
How much is
one.
Xbox Five for New York?
I think it's around the same price.
$70,
so.
I think 70 or 80 maybe.
I just recently sold it for 65, so yeah, but that was like a month ago because I got an extra copy. It's like 70 right now.
Okay.
So.
Pricier game. Go in if you're gonna buy it along with us. Go in expecting to buy it like as if you're buying a brand new game because about as pricey as one, maybe even more.
Hey, if you can't play it, watch like a video of it. Because I mean, the best part of that game is the fighting's great. Don't get me wrong, but my favorite part is the ridiculous fucking story.
If you can't find a watch along for it, watch Gore or me or David probably play that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Do that too. Because we'll talk over the awesome.
If we
awesome caliber dialogue. Snoop Dogg's the villain.
If we do like a really good, if it works out for everyone, are we doing like how long is the game? Is it 6 hours?
Oh, sure. It's like 5-6 hours. Henry
like
Rollins
5-6 hours.
is your trainer. Henry Rollins is your trainer.
Is that
Sean
is
Paul
that a
betrays
one
you.
sit game or is it?
Yeah, you're right. Sean Paul.
Is that a
There
one?
you
Is
go.
that a
I'd say 2 sits probably.
2-sit
God, I
game?
love that game.
Is it a 2-sit
What?
game? Like 2 sittings
Yeah, it's
and you're
about a
done?
2-sit game.
Yeah, probably 2, maybe 3 if you want to really
Savor it.
savor it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if it works out, if everything works out, and we do it, and we're doing this one big because it's one of the cap offs for games gone by for this season. Maybe we'll make a really cool edit video and react personal like a games gone by reactions or something like that. Maybe we'll find something cool with it if it all works out. Empty
And we'll
promises, we don't know. But for now,
I leave video maybe.
yeah, maybe. So that is August 28th. We have that, and then finally capping it off is once again Detroit Become Human September 25th. Our order after that is I'm getting October, Gore's getting November, and David's getting December. Going from there. So
Yeah, it's gonna be as the kids say, lit.
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 BRP at bluerupees.com if you want to submit thoughts about the game that we're playing that time, or if you even have questions or generic questions or suggestions on the show, go for that.
For that.
And we will, I think, come the new season, I think that'll be kind of the target I'm going for. This will be, it kind of already is spun off into its own thing, but it will be more specifically spun off to the point where we'll have like audio podcast versions of it, and you can subscribe to it only through there. So we'll have that more properly edited for that.
I think that'd be good.
I think that's just great.
There you go, Gore. It's an hour and 45-minute episode. We talked about the game for about half of that, but
Hour and 45 minutes. What are you talking about?
That's what it is.
No, that's when you started streaming again.
No, I'm recording on Skype, and it's 1 hour 42 minutes.
Yeah, that's when you started recording again after the 2.5 hours we did before that.
No, I'm saying for games gone by.
I don't give a fuck. It's all the same thing. It all goes in the same video. It's gonna be 4 hours long.
Well, at least this.
What? This was actually might be one of our longest ones besides.
You were
like,
complaining. Noah was talking about the game. We got some talks out.
We didn't talk about the game. So Def Jam. We talked more about Def Jam.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Games Gone By. This is a good episode. We hope you guys liked it.
Stop touching my fucking Switch.